Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Noob. My goal for today is to dig out and build a mine. I chose this cave close to the village where I first found some sheep and started digging out the area. Having broken all of my tools, I went up for some new ones but found that it was getting dark, so I ran home to sleep the night away. On my way back, I tried killing these spiders but instead was blown up by a creeper. I made some more tools and then I went back to digging out the mine, and I put some slabs in to make the stairs down gradual. Generally tired of having to make tools so often, I decided to have a Fletcher and a toolsmith villager so that I could sell the Fletcher some sticks for emeralds and then buy the pickaxe from the toolsmith. This is just me leveling them up so that later on I can buy nice tools or better tools from them. I had found a zombie spawner dungeon, so I just tied it up around that, and then I went lighting up the caves around it and find my first diamonds. So I dug out the diamonds there, bridging along beneath it so that they don't fall into the lava, getting my first two diamonds from this experience. After grabbing the diamonds, I went back, grabbed the lapis around it, knowing that I will need it soon for enchantments. Finished digging out my mine as I'd wanted it, turning the corner at the dungeon, and found lava and the level that I would want it to be. Dug out some resources I found around the site as I lit up the caves, and then I just finished making the tunnel down nice and tidy. I headed back home for some resources, but I found some villagers waiting for me, so I took care of them, drank a bucket of milk, and then went home for the resources I'd left in my chest. Looked after the farm there, replanted some of the things there, filled up that plot, and then coming out I found, after that slept the night away, some more villagers waiting for me. I traded with some more villagers, and then I got back to the mine. First thing I did at the mine is I increased my farm plot there for some more food readily available, and then I went about tidying up the last bit of the tunnel down. Finally done with digging out, going down to my mine, I just tied it up around it some more, found another cave, went looking for diamonds, and I found some on my way back from seeing the end of that tunnel. decided to grab those by making the rest of this pool of lava into obsidian. This little vein of diamonds gave me a total of 4 diamonds, and that brought me up to a total of 6 diamonds. Knowing that I would be making an enchanting table, I tried getting some experience levels, but instead lost them all because I kept dying. Went upstairs, made a diamond pickaxe, and then I went down to the cave and dug out some of the obsidian for an enchantment setup. Once back up at the top, I planned out the rough shape of the building that I wanted to go over the mine entrance, and played around until I had a sort of entrance that I liked. At this stage I expanded my farm so that I had some more food available. And then I decided to tame a horse. This was so that I could go exploring, trying to find some more types of wood to build with. But once I actually tamed the horse and set off into the desert, all I managed to do was get lost and die. Knowing roughly where I died, I went back to get all of my things, and then I just made a little pen for my horse to stay in. Went about breeding up some cows, grabbed some of the sugarcane in my area in order to make a book, and created an enchanting table. Because I didn't have bookshelves, I in any case don't have the levels, or can't have the higher level enchants, so I decided not to bother too much about getting experience. Using my basic enchanted pickaxe, I got rid of the walls that I had built and replaced them with the brick walls that I had decided on using. I swapped my horse and my cow pen around, went back to my big farm, grabbed some wheat to breed the cows up, and then after that I went through to the savanna biome to grab some acacia wood for my build that I had planned in a creative world. To start off with, I used screenshots from the creative world in order to build, but I struggled quite a lot with that and it took me ages. So after a while I finally decided to get the Litematica mod and install that to use. You can just Google how to use that. It is quite simple. So you make a plan in a creative world or you download one, and then you can put the schematics into your world where you're playing. It cannot build the building for you, but it places a schematic there that you can follow in order to recreate that build. So there's the build that I had planned out in a creative world, and using a stick I just need to place that where I want it exactly. Now using the Litematica mod takes a bit of getting used to, but once you're used to it, it is much faster to build with it. So I grabbed the sandstone and the sand that I needed for the other half of my roof that I had planned, finding some iron in the process that I went get back together later. Got the fright of my life from that silly trader, decided to kill it for the leads, and then finished off building my roof. Okay, so I still need to do some of the interior, but the basic is done. I just need to finish up the stairs here, make that nice. A nice little entrance here. Then what I've done is I have just made it a little platform here. I'm going to move these things over to that corner over there. I will move my enchantment table to my final build, well, my temporary final, we'll see what happens, build that I've planned also out there where my original house is. So as I said, I've got a little platform here. I have a chest down here, I can't remember why, but it is out for my tools. My tools are gonna go here, pickaxe, that sort of thing, like so. That'll be here, and then you can go down into the mine. I still haven't made all of that nice and neat, but I will get to that still. And then for safety, and depending on how long I'm in here, I can close myself into this little place here, which is just a little storage area, dirt and wood, basically, stone, random things, diamonds, lapis, that sort of thing, nice things. And in this chest is also just a random chest a little bit. I've started collecting the leaves so long for my build that I'm going to use that for, and then I've got a bed here to sleep in where it is safe with a couple of torches. So that is my final build for my mine entrance. The interior is not quite done yet, but there we have it. I decided to do it in this way to show that it kind of just, as they dug down into the earth, they just put a roof over their heads and into the mine they went. That's kind of the idea that I went for here, and they just used that which they had in the surroundings to make this build. So I know this has been a bit of a long episode, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.